here's a little bit of an intro, a little bit of a backstory. For the month of December, I'm going to be answering your questions in about the time it takes me to drink a beer. So feel free to join along. Ask me a question down below in the comments. I'll drink a beer. I'll answer your questions. Get ready. All right, welcome back to another episode of the Ask-2021 series. Thank you guys so very much in advance for watching. Today's question is going to come from a Patreon patron. Now, some of you guys are like, what's Patreon? I don't know what Patreon is. So what Patreon is, it's a way for you to give back and support me. There are folks who put a couple dollars up every month and they help to support me, to help me to purchase different things, and you have more direct access to me because there are less than 20 patrons currently. You have my ear. You can send me an email. You comment directly on the Patreon page, and you have my attention. Also, with the Patreon, you can make suggestions on things that I do on the channel. So you can make suggestions as far as things I do for live streams. You can make suggestions or ask direct questions for other topics. And here's the last thing, you get access to the videos before everyone else. So, yeah. How you can become a Patreon patron is if you go down into the description, one of the top links, you'll see a link to go out to the Patreon page and you can sign up. You can sign up for as little as $3 a month. I'm not trying to rob you blind. I'm just trying to ask you, those of you who are willing to, and those of you who want to, do something to say thank me. I'm very appreciative, and if you want to do that, thank you. All right, so today's question comes from a Patreon patron. This Patreon patron, and if I didn't say questions plural, it's a lot of questions. So Justin is from Papa Bear's Kitchen Barbecue, and Justin, I don't know how to explain this other than I'm going to try and rapid fire these questions off. He typically asks me 20 questions or more. It's more than 20 questions today. All right, so his questions start, and I'm going to have to keep my phone. Whoa, wait a minute. I almost messed up. A new video, a new beer. Cheers. All right, Justin says, hey Dash, what's up? I guess it's time for me to come up with my questions for Ask Dash. One, how have you and your family been? We've been good, man. Thank you for asking. We've been really good. Two, any road trips planned for 2022? I would love to do some road trips. I don't have any road trips planned, but my mother-in-law has moved down to Florida, so I will be back and forth, I'm sure, to Florida a few times. So we'll figure something out. Number three, what is the formula for great barbecue? Trial and error. How about that? Number four, what are your cooking temperatures for beef, pork, poultry, lamb, and fish? Beef, I try to cook between 250 and 275. Pork, 250, 275. Poultry, 250, 275. Lamb, lamb doesn't care. Lamb really doesn't care. And actually, I'll take that back. For when I say poultry, I'm thinking chicken, but turkeys, I try to cook between 275 and 300. And then once I feel like they have enough smoke on them, I will bump the heat up to try to help crisp up the skin. Lamb, it doesn't care what you cook it at. If you want your lamb to take longer to cook, then cook it slower and with a lower temperature. If you are in a rush, you can cook it as high as 275 degrees, and lamb doesn't care. Fish, I am a firm believer of cooking fish at, again, it's another thing. It depends on the fish, but I primarily smoke salmon, and the salmon I typically smoke at about 250 degrees. Thanks, Justin, for numbering these like this. I'm like, oh, every 4 or 5, I'll take a sip. I gotta put this down because it's cold. All right. All right, so number 5. What's your favorite SDSBBQ video? Justin, thank you. My favorite video is this video that I did here. It was a ASMR video. I put so much time and effort into that video, and I feel like it's one of my most underrated videos on YouTube. All right, let's see. What are your favorite barbecue cooking or catering YouTube channels? So, the list, there's too many to list. I mean, I can tell you about let me tell you about my best friends. So there's a plethora of folks. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna leave a list of channels down below. Number 7, what should I name my smoker? So, I don't know. I always allow the smokers' names to come to me after I use the smokers. I get a lot of grief, and you guys have given me a lot of grief over the years about how long sometimes I take to name smokers. Yes, you guys. That being said, I really can't tell you what you should name your smoker. You might say, oh, it looks like this, or it looks like that. But off the top of my head, I don't know, one of my favorite movies is Smokey and the Bandit. Maybe you can name it one of the characters from Smokey and the Bandit. Find inspiration and find something that works. That was number 7. Number 8 says, what style of barbecue is my favorite? Texas. Texas. Number 9 says, what style of barbecue do I cook? I liken my cooking most to Texas barbecue. Texas barbecue was what made me fall in love with barbecue, and it was what I could not get back in Baltimore. So I liken my cooking or style of cooking to Texas barbecue. I'm sorry, I apologize again for keep looking down at my phone. That was number 9. Number 10, when was the last time you cooked on Johnny 5? The last time I cooked on Johnny 5, you actually saw that video. Oh no, you saw that video. So that was the last time I cooked on Johnny 5. Number 11 says, will you ever get a 36-inch Blackstone or Maker's Mark griddle? I don't know. I can't say that I will. The problem with a 36-inch griddle is as much space as I don't have space for it. I am not sure where I would put that 36-inch griddle. I mean, obviously, 36 inches. For those of you guys who are not in the United States, 36 inches is about a little less than a meter. Okay? And I don't know where I would put it. Also, I'm not sure if they have lids. I'd need some sort of dome or lid or cover. So that would be another sticking point, if you will. Number 12, has your son started a griddle channel yet? No, unfortunately, he has not. Number 13, is your son still playing the bass? Well, I think the first question about my son was directed at taste tester number 2 because we cook pancakes. And I think the question 13 was directed at taste tester number 1. And yes, he is still playing the bass. Thanks, Justin. This is all your fault. Just saying. Just saying. right, so play the thing you like, your favorite thing to play currently. And what was that?
Sun by Steve Lacy.
Okay. All right. You got about 10 to 15 seconds more. Show them what you got. Like, really. I said show them what you got. All right. So do me a solid and wish Taste Tester number 1 a happy birthday. I'm going to post this. Well, no, I can't post this on his birthday, but it'll be a couple days after. But do me a favor. Taste Tester number 1, how old are you?
16.
Really? You had to think about it? You had to think about it?
I'm turning 16.
Okay. So. And he has gotten a few different guitars between an electric guitar, a bass, acoustic guitar, and he's also gotten a ukulele. How do you pronounce ukulele? Number 14. What is the biggest lesson you learned in 2021? Be flexible, because the meat prices have gone up and down, and I just have to be flexible and be willing to do other things. This next question, I'm going to take a big. Number 15. Hold on. Cheers. Number 15. How's the book coming? Yep. It's that great. Oddly enough, I was looking for something. I was looking for a image, a picture, a video for a different video, and I came across the book, the Word document that I started when I started trying to say, okay, I'm going to write a book. I'm going to put something together with chapters and talk about how I did this and how I got started. So I came across that today. I'm filming this on Tuesday, so if it wasn't yesterday, Monday, it was on Sunday. So I looked at it recently, and I actually put it onto my newest laptop. So I'm gonna be going away, and I'm not sure whether or not I'm gonna post this video before or after I go away, but maybe while I am away I can revisit adding more information to that book, because it's been a few years since I've even opened up the document. Number 16, it says, any plans to put out your own line of cooking equipment? Not at the moment. I try to stay in my own lane. I cook proteins. Ding. All right. How do you cook a brisket? Very carefully. Very, very carefully. Take your time and get it done. I actually have a few videos talking about how to cook briskets. So you could always go back in my video library and do a search. Number 18 says, when do you clean your cookers? So I try to clean the cookers usually, more often than not, after I cook. I will do it like a preliminary cook, and then before I put food into the smokers, I will clean them as well. More often than not, towards the end or when a cook is done, I too can be done. And there are times when I just take the food off, I go inside, and I crash. Yes, I crash. But I always clean out the smokers. I try to come back out here and get the gunk, the majority of the gunk out of the smokers. But in all honesty, the best clean that I do on the smokers is usually right before I start a new cook or the next cook. So I'll get a fire going, I'll get the fire raging in the cooker, and then I'll typically try to steam clean the smokers. You guys who have been around for a while have seen me steam cook a couple smokers. And this video is a really long video, so I am not going to put clips in it, but check out, there's a video there of me cleaning out Vicky? Or maybe I'll put together a playlist of me cleaning out smokers. I don't know. Number 19 says, are you still gardening? Yes, we do still garden. We did still garden. For 2021, we did... What did we do? My wife bought a lot of strawberries this year for some strange reason. So she did strawberries. We have a lot of herbs. So we have sage. There was kale. I'm trying to like mentally look around the boxes. We had a lot of tomatoes, some peppers, there was a couple different types of peppers. Then the other side, just more herbs. So there was like mint and stevia or something along those lines, and lemon balm, raspberries, blueberries, and then I put some potatoes in the ground. As of now, I have not actually pulled the potatoes out of the ground. Yeah, I know. It's just, I haven't pulled them out of the ground yet. So I put some in the potato boxes that you've seen me use in years past, and then I also put some in bags. The potato boxes I have always get ravaged by the deer. So to not have that happen this year, what I ended up doing was putting some potatoes in bags that I hung off the back of my deck. All right, let's see. Number 20. Is this question number 20? Yes, Justin. It was question number 20. As said so by the number 20 in front of the question. Number 21. Do you have a video about making videos? Equipment, editing, software, etc. I do vaguely remember talking about or having a video talking about video, but it was more talking about video editing. So I might have to put together a video talking about equipment, especially seeing as how I just got some new equipment. Number 22, he says, what was your worst cook? The worst cook by far, well, the worst cook, how about this? The worst customer cook was that cook where I said when whatever I called it, when barbecue goes wrong or when a cook goes wrong or something along those lines. The worst cook I've done for myself was that jerk brisket. I took a brisket, seasoned it, froze it, and then thawed it out. And I can't even remember if I thawed it out or if I put it on the smoker and it was still frozen. It's been a while. It's been a while since that video happened. So we'll have to go back and look at it. But that was the worst, like it was bad. So there's the video in question. Now, if I point up to the corner in a video and I don't actually link the videos, can someone please, if I point to the corner of a video and say I'm gonna link a video, can someone please comment below if I don't actually put the link to the videos in the videos? I'd greatly appreciate it, because sometimes I forget. I really do forget. It's nothing personal. I just forget. All right. Number 23 says, what are your 2022 goals? That was a missed opportunity there, Justin. You should have put number 22, asking about 2022's goals. I mean, yeah. I can't say I have goals for 2022 because I don't know what I'm going to have for dinner tomorrow. So I tried not to plan. I tried to go with the wind and just let things happen. I find that when I plan, those plans don't come to fruition, and it makes me upset. And when it makes me upset, it makes me less likely to do or to try to do other things. Does that make sense? I kind of think some of you guys might be able to relate to that. It's like I make a plan, I set a plan, and if the plan doesn't come to fruition, it like makes me not depressed, but I can get down on myself. All right, and number 24, he says, "Did you finish your beer?" So technically, yes, I finished the first one, and I'm going to finish the second one. Thank you, sir. That was great. Not that I need to do 24 questions often, but thank you so very much for taking the time to actually think about and write down 24 questions. Well, technically, it was a cop-out. Number 20 was a cop-out. But I really do appreciate you. Thank you, Justin. All right. So, thank you guys so very much, as always, for watching. If you have not already, please do subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Again, I'd greatly appreciate that, too. So, don't forget, you too can ask your question down below. Hopefully, I have not gotten enough questions to end out or to film 31 videos for the month of December, and you too can have your question answered. All you have to do is ask your question down below. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time.
More butter, baby.